Good Monday morning, YouTube. I'm gonna make a really quick video today on one simple trick to get better finishes when you're clearing. This is something that I kind of stumbled upon. I was having a conversation a few weeks ago with another friend who's a painter, and he asked me if I adjust my air pressure at the gun or at the wall. And typically I would leave the wall set at about 50 to 60 PSI. And he said, oh man, you need to, when you go to spray clear, open your regulator all the way and adjust at the wall. This made a huge difference. I'm gonna take you guys through just clearing these two doors, how to do it. I don't know if you guys can see at the very end. I have two air hoses in my booth. So I have one on this side and one on the other and two regulators at the back. I'm gonna show you how to adjust at the wall, and then I'll take you through. We're gonna have less overspray, less clear coat usage, and more paint on the panel. And it just makes a huge difference. You don't get, it doesn't atomize as crazy. So honestly, you get moving a little bit faster. And yeah, we'll run through it. I'm gonna go mix up some clear coat, get my stuff on, and we'll get that gun adjusted, and I'll take you through clearing these two doors, and I'll show you the end result, because it'll make a huge difference in the quality of your work. Okay, so I have my gun hooked up to air. This is all I mean. All you need to do, open up this regulator all the way. This air needs to be all the way open, so no restriction. Turn your pressure gauge on, or if you have an analog one, just check that. Pull the trigger. Okay, 28. I want about 28 and a half. Okay. So it just took a small adjustment here at the wall, but when you adjust the pressure at the wall, you get less air being forced through. So even though you cheat it down to a certain pressure, you're actually getting like that true pressure. The gun's not restricted at all. It's got full airflow. Your hose isn't going to be as stiff. This is going to cause less overspray, better transfer efficiency. I've mixed up 15 ounces of clear, so I have a gauge of like how much clear I actually put down on these doors. So I'm gonna do my first coat on these two doors. I'll show you how to check to know how much to mix for your second coat. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. But I'm telling you, try adjusting at the wall, because it really does make a big difference. It's really hard to show in video the difference, but I promise you'll notice a difference. You might run it the first time, so make sure that you're paying attention and you're moving, because it does make your gun slightly faster. And if you're super used to a gun like I am with this one, it gets kind of challenging.
Okay guys, one thing I want you guys to pay attention to is
got
how
this thing
fast
set
my
to about
arm
28
speed
and a
is.
half PSI. We're gonna
that
do
and
our first
the
coat on
overspray
this.
isn't crazy.
How it
Like we
looks.
don't have a huge plume going all over the booth. You see it just going directly down into the filter. The first time I tried this, I'd be lying if I said I didn't run one of these handle pockets, and it wasn't like a big run, but I definitely got a sag. But you just need to be mindful that it is going to speed things up, so you need to be aware of that. Also the technique, I'm kind of just doing up and over and chasing that wet edge. That's why I didn't just go immediately back down to starting bottom up. Some people, they get so up in arms over the technique going bottom up or top down. I just chase a wet edge, so I just wanted to add that.
That's my first coat. Notice I was moving pretty dang good. I had a pretty good clip going. We're looking pretty dang good. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and hang this up, and we'll see how much clear I actually just put on these panels. There's a very simple way to do this with RPS. You squeeze the cup, pop the top, pull the trigger, and it'll go down. So let's see. I don't know if you guys could see this on camera or not. So I've got roughly 7 ounces. I've mixed up 15, so we used 8. So I need about 1 more ounce of clear and I'll be good. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix up 1 more ounce and we this should be right on the money. I might mix up 1.5 ounces just to have that 1/2 ounce of wiggle room, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this tack off and get nice and sticky, and then we'll put our second coat on. All right, I think we're ready for our second. Oh yeah, this is nice, and it's starting to string on me. All right, so we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and do my second coat. I did already pop my gauge back on here and check and verify that it's still at the same pressure. I mixed up 1.5 ounces more. We're gonna see what we're left with. A lot of times they're going to have a little bit left in the cup, but the goal is to have as little as possible. So I'm hoping that I guesstimated this correctly. Let's go ahead and get our second coat on here and get this job just knocked out. All right, that's 2 coats. Double check that everything's looking good. A little bit right there. Other than that, that looks nice and slick. And you'll see we don't have a lot left over. Yeah, not a lot. That's 1 ounce. Actually, not even 1 ounce. It's about 1/2 ounce of clear left over, so we guesstimated right. I'll pull you guys in so you can see the finish. This is a 1.2 XL, all right? This is not the fastest version of this. The 1.3 is definitely faster. I mean, I left all that in real time for a reason, so you can see how quickly I was moving. It definitely speeds you up a lot. And it's not at the detriment. It doesn't cause an issue with the finish. You're getting the exact same finish. You're using less paint, because I don't know if you could tell, like the room's not covered in overspray and my filter's not brand new. So we're getting better transfer efficiency. We're actually getting stuff on the panel. This also helps for base coat as well. I do the exact same thing for sealer and base. You use just that slight little bit less paint, adds up over time. So that's definitely an adjustment. If you have regulators in the booth, 10 out of 10, I would recommend trying this. The same thing if you're in a shop and you're doing something DIY style, leave everything wide open. Your gun is going to spray better, but leave everything wide open and adjust it at the compressor if that's the case, or after your filtration if there's a regulator there. Just adjust it wherever the hose is that you're spraying with, adjust it right there where that's regulated. I'm telling you, it comes out so much better. So let's go ahead, we'll take a look at this job. I'll put that clip in now. And as you can see, like the finish is not, it doesn't take away from the finish whatsoever. Honestly, I think it looks better doing it this way. But I'm gonna do more of these like kind of shorter, quick and sweet to the point videos here on YouTube. So if you guys enjoyed this one, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when I post one, which I'm going to make it a goal to do weekly at a bare minimum. It's probably going to be multiple times a week. But yeah, just make sure you hit that little bell notification thing. It'll just tell you when I drop a new video. Yeah, until next time, thanks for watching, guys.